Hi people, welcome. This is a review of the new lifestyle fans which Orient has released. They have launched about 4 fans in this segment in India, and one such fan is Auctor, Orient Electric Auctor, which we'll be reviewing today. So let's get started with it. So this is how the fan looks like. It's a uh, nicely looking uh, fan which has got a black and white trim. The finish and build quality is pretty good, uh, and it actually comes with a price tag of 5300, which is a little premium segment. It has a neat finish all around the body. It has three wings and a nicely finished grill and touch panel button control at the bottom. The model also comes with a remote, which is neatly docked away at the back over here. You can pick up the remote, and if you want you can just dock it away in this nice little slot. Apart from that, it has a display at the bottom over here, which gives you an indication of the temperature, any timer settings, and the speed of the fan. So there's a look at the remote, which gives the same 5 controls as you can see on the touch panel. The on and off button, the fan speed, it goes from 1 to 4, oscillation left and right, which makes this part go left and right, the oscillation up and down, which makes this part again go up and down. If you switch on both left and right and up and down, it does both together. It looks a little robotic. And then you have a timer which goes from 1 hour to 8 hours. So based on whatever timer setting you set, in multiples of 1 hour each, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If the fan is on and the timer is set for say 2 hours, the fan switches off automatically after 2 hours. So let's get started with the fan by powering it on. So I've powered the fan on, and you can see it's showing the number 28, which means the temperature is currently 28 degrees. So even though the fan is off, the temperature display shows an indication, and it also shows that the fan is connected to power. The cable is around 5 feet in length, which is decent enough, but maybe since it has oscillation features, and if you want to put it in the right place, you might end up requiring an extension cord. So let me go ahead and switch on the fan. You can either do it by pressing this on off button with the red color, or you can use the touch button over here. So the fan is now on, and it is running at a speed of 1, which shows at the alternating display at the bottom. It alternates between the temperature and the fan speed. So now if you wish to oscillate the fan, you can adjust the fan to left, right, or even up and down. So let's try that. So I go ahead and use the oscillation feature. And you can see the fan is rotating vertically. It tilts a complete almost you can say a 180 degree kind of a turn. Sorry, not a 180 degree. It tilts way up to the pointing towards your roof, and all the way till this position. So depending on your comfort and where you're sitting or which angle you're sitting, you can stop the oscillation. So on pressing the button, it stops, and it stays in that particular position. If you wish to change, you can press it again and you can stop it. If you leave the button on, it continues to just making the motion, vertical motion up and down. Now coming to the left right motion, you can see that it has a good sweep. The movement is also pretty smooth. Again, you can stop it at any position you want, or you can let it oscillate. In case you switch on both the left right oscillation and the up and down oscillation, it looks a little nice, but probably there's no practical use of setting both these oscillations unless you want to circulate the air all around. But typically how I use it is I just set the oscillation, up and down oscillation, based on where I'm sitting. I just set it to an angle such that it gives me a cool breeze, and then depending on if there's a single person, I just leave the left right oscillation also in a fixed position, or if there are multiple people sitting around me, I just put it to a left right oscillation. So let me just stop all the oscillations. Now coming to the fan speed, as I mentioned, there are 4 fan speeds. There's 1, speed number 2, speed 3, and speed 4. The speed 1 is pretty silent. The remaining 2 speeds, 3 speeds pick up noise. 4 is a little kind of noisy. It's probably not good enough if you're sleeping in the night, and I don't think you would like to use a speed of 4 because it's a little higher on the sound. But typically during the day, it should be fine. So, and coming to the timer, let me just switch on the timer. So pressing once indicates 1 hour, pressing second time indicates 2 hour, and you can do that up to 8 hours. So as mentioned earlier, if the timer is on, say now set it as 1 hour, the display now keeps flipping between the temperature, fan speed, and the timer. There's no countdown of the timer from 1 hour to 00, but post 1 hour from when you switched it on, the fan will go into off mode with the fan blades stopping and only the temperature display coming up. And also at the bottom you have a few lights over here which indicates if the timer is on, if the oscillation is on or off, and if it's a left right oscillation is on or off. This light just indicates if the fan is running or not. It does not give you a visual indication of the fan speed, except for the numbers which are coming. And finally, about the specs, it's supposed to be consuming 55 watts of power on only the fan mode, and 65 watts of power if you're using oscillation mode. And also the airthrow is pretty decent, pretty good actually, I must say. Let me just give you a visual representation of the same. So let's get back to the airflow test. At a speed of around 1, for about 2 feet the air is pretty good and decent, and it kind of is at the edge at 5 feet. you can see the paper, and with a speed of 2, it's pretty decent. The air delivery is pretty decent till around 5 feet, and it kind of dies out at around 7 or 8, and at the speed of 3, it's pretty good till about 7 feet, and it kind of dies out at around 10, and with a speed of 4, which is the max, it is decent enough till about 8 feet, and kind of dies out at around 11. So this is the review of the Auctor fan. Hope you liked it, and see you again till next time.